Go.
Good morning. This is Saturday, November 4th, 2023, and we are at Howgait. The street address is 97 Bethany Pike, but some GPS units will not bring you here. You will end up at a golf course up the hill. So welcome. This is a wonderful tour, and we're thrilled to be here this morning. As I said, this is a Friends of Wheeling tour. We try to do something at least once a month. If you are not a member of Friends of Wheeling and would like to join, I happen to have membership cards here with me, and they are here on the table. Our dues are a whopping $10 a year or more. We just learned that the boiler on the Friends of Wheeling house in North Wheeling is kaput, and the first estimate was $31,000. So your dues are very welcome if we can use them. So if you'd like to join, we would welcome you to join. This is an amazing house. We were here in 2011 after it had been divided up into small apartments. Joanne Sullivan, who is behind the camera here today, took pictures of that tour as well, and we will post that. I'll send that out in the next newsletter, both the link to this tour and the link to that tour as well, or they may be on the same page of pictures. So you can see some before and some after. She has already apologized that she was just taking pictures of the nice things that she saw at that time and not some of the poorly done divisions into apartments. So a little bit of the history, and then I'll introduce the owner and we'll hear about the future of this house. It's 2.5-story, 5-bay brick house built in 1911, and we know for sure the actual date that it was built because being such a grand house, there was a lot of interest in its construction, and there were little snippets in the newspaper throughout the early part of 2011 and into the fall of 2011. And so we know when the residence was begun. We know when progress was being made. One estimate at the time was that the builder was putting in $50,000 to build this property. Now, it doesn't sound like much, but if we apply the inflation calculator, it's between $1.25 and $1.5 million. The architect was Edward Bates Franzheim, one of the more well-known architects here in Wheeling, and the original owner was George A. Laughlin, and you may know his name from Laughlin Chapel or the Laughlin Loan Program for housing and so forth. He and his wife, whose name was Anna, built this, and they named it Anna Knoll because she was the wife. The wife gets, preference, I suppose. Okay. George Laughlin was a son of Samuel Laughlin, who had been head of the Laughlin Drug Company, president of Junction Iron Company, a holder in large interests of the Laughlin Nail Mills in Martins Ferry. George had received his early education at Lindsley and was then associated with his father in the iron business. In 1887, he went to Cleveland, Ohio, and worked in the manufacturing of tin plate. He moved to Richmond, Indiana in 1896, where he worked in the same business for 3 years, returning to Wheeling in 1899. He married Lucy McDonald in 1885 in New Orleans, but she died in 1899. She is buried in Greenwood Cemetery. Then he married Anna Bruning, who was a young widow with a young son, in 1906 in New York City. Laughlin was instrumental in the founding of the Wheeling Board of Trade in 1900. He served as its first president. During the same year, he was elected to the West Virginia House of Delegates. And in 1908, he was chosen as a delegate at large from West Virginia to the Republican National Convention, during which William Howard Taft was nominated for the presidency. He later supported Theodore Roosevelt when the Republican Party split in 1912, and he narrowly lost an election to the U.S. Congress in the same year. Of course, that's when Roosevelt was not reelected. In 1928, he served as a member of the West Virginia Capitol Building Commission. His business interests over his career included serving as president of the Cleveland Canton Spring Company, chairman of the board of directors of Wheeling Spring and Axle Company of Cincinnati. He also served as president of the Wheeling Intelligencer, and that could be why the little snippets of construction appeared in the newspaper. He was president there from 1900 to 1908, and was a publisher until he also leased the Wheeling Telegraph newspaper from 1914 until it closed in 1929. He was a member of the board of directors of the Wheeling News and the Wheeling Intelligencer later in his life. An active member of First Presbyterian Church, and there is, I believe, a memorial window to him in that church. He was on the board of directors of the Woodsdale Children's Home, the West Virginia Home for Aged Women. He donated land along Bethany Pike and provided a playground there, and it's still there, this Greggsville Playground. Now let me just say, just as a side note, that we found that the land down here from about Hamilton Avenue up to the playground from 1900 to 1906 was the Wheeling Golf Club, which featured a 6-hole golf course. Now that of course would be for the wealthy people in the neighborhood who just wanted to play golf before they went to work or on the weekend or whatever. It did close in 1906, and so of course this property came after that. We're working with Wheeling to prepare an article about the early golf clubs in Wheeling, and the Wheeling Golf Club will be included in that. George Laughlin was also involved with the 18th Street Chapel of the First Presbyterian Church. During his time in finances, that facility grew and is now named Laughlin Chapel. He also funded the Laughlin Plan, which funds interest-free loans to qualified homeowners. As of this writing, some 300 families have benefited from that loan program. He died of a heart attack on December 7th of 1936. There was a front-page banner headline announcing his death, describing him as a loyal and progressive citizen who took a lively interest in all that touched the material and civic advancement and prosperity of Wheeling. Of sound judgment and approved public spirit, Mr. Laughlin was recognized as a man eminently well fitted for public trust, unquote. Anna Laughlin, George's widow, remained in this home until she died while vacationing in Florida in 1951. Her obituary states that she'd been a member of the Fort Henry Club, the Duquesne Club of Pittsburgh, the Wheeling Country Club. She and George are both interred in one of the large mausoleums at Greenwood Cemetery. They had no children together, but she had a son from a prior marriage, and his son was Joseph Bruning, and so he inherited the property after his mother's death. He and his Joseph Bruning and his wife Muriel then lived in the property. Joseph was a graduate of the Culver Military Academy in Culver, Indiana, and Dartmouth College. He had been a member of the Wheeling Country Club and the Elks, and he served on the board of directors of the Fort Henry Club. The Brunings sold the property in early 1954 to William W. and Margaret Glass Holloway. The Holloways had sold their former home, which is now the property of the Sisters of St. Joseph, which we toured a few years ago. They called their new home Howgait, which is reportedly Welsh for Holloway. Now, the Brunings' daughter, Barbara, was married to W.P. Holloway, the brother of William, and they were the parents of Pete and John Holloway. John Holloway lives down the street down the hill in the White House, and graciously provided parking for this tour, so we can thank him. So the second owner was William Warfield Holloway, heavily involved in the area's steel industry. He was educated at St. Paul's School, Concord, New Hampshire, and at Yale University. He began his professional career in 1909 in the open-hearth department of LaBelle Iron Works in Steubenville, the predecessor company of Wheeling Steel. In 1912, he began with the Wheeling Corrugating Company, which was also later a part of Wheeling Steel. He served for 3 years in the U.S. Army during World War I, and then he returned to Wheeling Corrugating. In 1922, he was elected president of the Whitaker-Glessner Company, another Wheeling Steel predecessor, and a year later became president of Wheeling Corrugating. After various companies consolidated into Wheeling Steel, he was elected to the board of directors and became its chairman in 1941. He retired from that position in 1958, but continued as a director until 1964. He was also a member and director of various steel-related associations and also glass companies. His wife, Margaret Glass Holloway, was a daughter of Alexander Glass, who had also served as chairman of the board of Wheeling Steel. She was one of the founders of Wheeling Country Day School and was the mother of 3 children, William Jr., James, and Sally. Following her husband's death in 1969, she remained living in Howgait until her own death, and that was in 1980. In early 1981, the executors of her estate sold the property to Henry C. and Edna Miller for $135,000. Miller was he died in 2009. He was a Warwood High School graduate, an Army Corps veteran of World War II. The Millers are the ones, we believe, who divided the property into rental units, and those are what we would see in Joanne's earlier pictures. The current owners, John and Kathy Wren, R-E-N, purchased the property in late 2011, and since that time they have returned the home to a single-family home. Now, John is with us here today, and he'll tell us a little bit about what has happened since he purchased the property. And he says he doesn't like to speak before large groups. So just pretend you're not here. Don't give him a hard time. Turn around.
Just don't picture me naked, please. Point, it's the other way around.
Yeah.
Yeah, when we bought it, it had been listed for about 2 years. And the reason we even saw it, we were living in Princeton, West Virginia for about 5 years. And we had about 5 investment properties, and we were looking to get another one. And I saw the Maplehurst Mansion above the Edgewood Club was for sale. And we'd never been to Wheeling, so we decided to come up for a trip, check it out. And my wife fell in love with Wheeling, saw how great the schools were. So we decided we're going to move here. And we were just driving around Bethany Pike, and we saw the McKinley Mansion from the road. And, oh, let's get closer to that. So we pulled up this road. And it was the wrong one. We came up here. We didn't even know this was here. Saw it on the hill with a for sale sign. Called our realtor, came and saw it, and that's how we got it. It had been on the market for about 2 years. Had been made apartments.
And now?
And now, 12 years later, we've restored it completely. It was 5 apartments, including the carriage house apartment. The first floor was 1, that's where the Millers lived. And then there were 2 on the second floor and 1 on the third floor.
And we understand that it is under contract to be sold to some people from California who have roots here in Wheeling, I think.
I think she has family in Marietta.
In Marietta, so okay, nearby, and that sale should be finalized later this month, and then they plan to move here with an extended family. The widowed mother, her daughters, and her grandchildren will all be here in the house, but the carriage house may be available for rent or Airbnb or whatever.
Well, I'm not sure. That's up to her.
Whatever
she wants to do with
it. All right. Okay. Good. We, as you can see, we're a very large group, so it's going to be difficult. Do you want us to just wander? Is that okay?
Whatever you want to do. I can go around with a tour if you guys want to wander, however you want to do it.
Okay, and
I'll try to talk louder.
Okay, and the carriage house is open for us to see. It's behind here. As was mentioned, right next door you'll be able to see a pretty good view of the McKinley Mansion, where David and Mary McKinley live. Another grand mansion here. Randy Whirls told me that when this was a golf club, he thought that the irrigation system was somehow connected, perhaps under this house. And John tells me that in the basement is evidence of where they got water from a spring to serve the house. So perhaps those rumors are true. We don't know for sure. We'll have to do some more investigation into that golf club. Do you want to say anything about this room?
This room actually took the least amount of work. They hadn't done a whole lot to it. This used to be an open-hearth fireplace. They did fill that in. We were wanting to open that back up. There's a scrapbook on the table right behind this couch. Dr. Holloway was generous enough. He had a scrapbook from 1918 of pictures of how it looked inside and out. And I scanned those, and that's what we went off when we restored the house. But you can see a picture of this actual room that we're standing in there. And the foyer, the formal dining, the sunroom. This side porch used to be open. They closed it. I'm assuming it was done. The Millers must have done it, because it looks like it was done probably around the early 2000s. But everything else, I'll show you in each room what was done, what used to be a kitchen, and what needed the most work. But there was a lot of yellow. If you look at the old tour, you'll see all the wallpaper, 6 layers in the kitchen. This back stairway had striped wallpaper on the ceilings. So there was a lot of wallpaper removal, a lot of shag carpet, a lot of linoleum, and we uncovered all the original floors that were redone. So we tried to bring everything back to how it was as much as possible. In fact, in the carriage house, the original stable is still there, the original stall.
A horse?
Yeah, horses.
No horses.
Oh, no horses there. I've had a lot of calls about that, asking if we can have horses. I don't think so.
Okay, all right, good. Well, as a thank you, of course, you get a year's membership in Friends of Wheeling.
Oh,
and being this late in the year, we'll even count it for 2024, so you're saving $10 there.
Wow. I need it. Thank you.
We also have one of our posters of Faces of Wheeling for you, so that you remember. And John has said that his family does plan to stay in the Wheeling area, and so we're really glad that you're here, and this is an amazing project, and we thank you so much. And with that, I will stop talking. Okay, lead the way. I'll go with you with Joanne so that our Facebook video is consistent.
Since we're in here, I can talk. This was the main parlor. Used to be all yellow. Yellow carpet, tore that all out. Probably 2,000 staples pulled out of the floors. But yeah, this room, every room you see, my wife decorated, picked out all the paint colors, all the furniture antiques she collected through the years. All the artwork, except the ones I painted, she picked out. And the lady that's buying the house is buying all the furniture too, which is nice. It would stay because it was meant to be.
Right.
And the room behind, that was the open porch at one time. It's now enclosed. So, and then if we go in.
Did you guys enclose it? Or
No, that was done. I believe the Millers did that. It looks like the work was done in the late 90s, early 2000s. But it's nice now you can use it year round.
Yeah.
Yeah, we love that. Some of the rooms, the wood we thought had been painted, and then when we saw the pictures from 1918, we noticed a lot of this trim down here was originally painted. In this room, it wasn't. We have a feeling they might have lightened and pickled the oak because it's a little darker up on top. And I think this oak used to match what's going up the stairway. I can't even imagine what it cost to build this now. It's all white.
Oh, yeah.
I heard that everything was made on site, the bricks, everything done on site. So, of course, yes. There's 2 ways to get in. There's 2 separate doors if you want to go ahead and check that out. There's no heat. We have a boiler and steam radiators, but we did run a gas line to have a ventless blue flame heater. That's what we do each year. It'd be nice.
All right, thank you again, John. This is fantastic, and thank you for welcoming Friends of Wheeling.
Oh, my pleasure.
And we're glad you're staying in this area.
Thanks. Oh, me too. We're excited. My plan is, now that I'm done with this, I want to find something else around the store. So if you know of anything, let me know.
There's plenty.
As soon as Jean and John gets to me, we'll continue. One in here. Yeah, let me get out here. Okay. Lots of peeps. Hold it by the thing.
Yeah.
These are the original plaster ceilings. We didn't have to do anything to them. Underneath, atop of the marble pillars, they had painted all that. There was yellow wallpaper, yellow carpet. So we restored all of that. This bathroom down here used to be a 70s bathroom with a drop ceiling with a door leading out back. So we replaced it with a window, all new marble tile. One of the 9 fireplaces. No. This used to be a little sitting area downstairs originally. You can see the picture of the scrapbook.
Okay. That's how ours was too.
But yeah, we tore out the Lord's ceiling and
Yeah, it looks good.
It's going to be tough to stick with you.
and then here, this was made into a bedroom for the Millers. All of this right here was a closet. I don't know if you remember. There was the mirrored closet doors here. So all this crown and all this trim had been torn out. And we had Kime Lumber in Charm, Ohio, replicated. I broke a record for them. For everything I brought, they had to create, I think, 13 knives.
Wow.
To have everything done. We went back to the original poplar and white oak that was used before.
You forgot the buzzer under the table where your grandmother used to call.
Oh, really?
Oh.
There's one in here still. There's a buzzer in there. It's on a cord.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
And does the servant come when you push it?
No. Just the kids. Yeah, the kids come to that. And these doors, they had regular closet bifold doors, and we restored these. They were put in the carriage house apartment for some reason, cut down, so we had them remade and done. Tons of wallpaper, carpet in here.
Can you find Judy? Somebody found this ring,
Okay. These are the original doors that were here. Yeah.
and she can kind of check with people.
Okay. And then this sunroom, the breakfast room. This is taking some water damage. We repaired it. At one point, you can see in the scrapbook, this was all brick, and they plastered it in at some point. These are all original built-ins, and I was told that's the first built-in radio in Wheeling. I can't verify that.
We have a view of the McKinley Mansion from here.
Beautiful. Thank you so much. Yeah, the views from up here, so quiet. Yeah. So recently, nobody knew we were here. That's Willow Glen, right? That's the McKinley.
That's the McKinley Mansion, David McKinley, who used to be our congressman. Yeah.
Did you live in this house while it was under?
Oh, yeah. We lived there, yeah. It didn't look like this one we were living here until the end. It was 12 years of work.
So you and your wife, are you workers?
My wife tells me what to do. She picks out, she decorates, picks out all the paint colors and all the furniture, and then I do all the work and hire the contractors. I'm in charge of that work.
Okay, good.
Actually, no, we added that. Everything that we added, we kept so it looked original, like any light fixtures, except some of the ceiling fans. And then through here, when we bought it, this was made, this had lowered ceiling. This was from right here over. Where you're standing used to be a toilet. This was an old 70s bathroom. This is the original butler's pantry that they tore out of most of the cabinets. And they put a bathroom. There's an unfinished half bath here with closet doors going to the kitchen and a small laundry room here. So we tore all that out, redid all the walls and ceiling, the floor, restored the butler pantry down here, the counter, and these, just to there. This was in a closet that they torn it, so we put it back, redid the countertop, we added the beer and wine fridge. I wasn't original. But yeah, thank you. These were original, but this used to have this whole room was like this at one point. And there's still a lot of parts of it in the basement.
Oh, really?
I love the Maxfield Parish.
Yeah.
And down here was just nothing but linoleum with that black adhesive. So these are all the original pine floors.
Wow.
The ceilings are tan.
No, they look like it. A lot of the ceilings were either drywalled over or stomped or cracking plaster. So a lot of the rooms, this is actually kind of like a styrofoam. It adds a little bit more insulation, but you paint it with a high gloss paint and it looks like tin. Everybody thinks it's the original tin, but it's not.
Oh, it's not.
No, so we went that route instead of re-drywalling it. We thought it had more character. And this is the pass-through where the kitchen staff would hand it over to the, so we call that the drive-through. And here's the kitchen. We opened up. All new cabinets, Viking stove, and the pantry / laundry room. And then this is the doorway to the back porch. Thanks. Oh yeah, my wife misses that.
What made you go?
Our youngest kid graduated in May, so it's just the two of us now. We had a full house before.
Equal colors.
And it just didn't make sense just for the two of us. We miss it. We love where we're at. That's an original sink. I don't think from when it was built, but it looks like it's from the 30s or 40s. So we kept that.
It's been great, right?
Yeah. Oh, we love that.
Now, when you're cooking and something gets hot there, does it stay
No.
hot?
Yeah. I don't know. I haven't tested that. I just know you don't burn anything, which is nice. Easy to keep clean, and having the two sinks is actually great. It comes in handy. I have a little prep sink.
Well, thank you very much. It's good to know.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, I'm sorry. Please, taking this upstairs.
Yeah, in just a minute, I'm going to show the elevator.
Well, we have so we want to meet you. I want to open its elevator.
That's the old.
Oh, somebody's using the elevator.
Whoa.
I don't know.
Yeah, don't open that much.
Okay, somebody's using it. I'm going to show it up. I should have announced not to use the elevator.
I'll probably mess it. Yeah.
Yes, it works. We had the motor rebuilt this year. And in here, in that cabinet, there was a fire hose on every floor. The hookup is still there.
What does that do?
There was a fire hose on every floor.
And that's just sort of a hangover place that catches and stuff.
And then we go up to the second floor through here.
Oh, not through here.
Did George find you?
Was it yours? Yes.
This, if you remember, it used to be a closet.
Wow.
They torn out a bunch of the original trim, so we had that remade. So that was a closet, this was another closet, and there was a deck coming up for the second floor apartments with a door right here. We found these original stained glass windows in the basement and had them put back in.
They're beautiful.
Yeah, aren't they? So we got lucky with a lot of what was still left behind.
Uh-huh.
Like this stair rail was cut out, so we had to have that remade. This is the master bedroom suite. All the closets are big for an old house.
And all these
All walk-in
big
closets.
windows. What was in there?
Walk-in closet.
The ceilings are magnificent.
Thank you. Original marble mantle. Great views from everywhere.
I'm wrong-handed.
And then we had a sitting area
Repair windows, you mean?
Master bedroom, sitting area. There is a pocket door in that wall. We didn't restore it because you had to open up the whole wall, but that could be redone. And this is the dressing room.
Oh,
That's the new built-in.
a dressing room, just what we all need.
My wife had this, and I had to walk in the closet.
Oh, nice built-ins. And then we can make sure we look right when we're dressed. And the furnishings that you've added are perfect.
Yeah, my wife.
Yes.
Picked out all
Well,
of it.
she did a terrific
Oh,
job.
she did. Yeah, the new owner's excited.
Can you see a lady sitting there and, making sure her makeup's right before she goes out, Men don't worry about that, do
No,
we?
we don't.
No.
We're trying to make it look like it would have looked back when it was
Yeah.
Sir, did the woman who bought it come and look at it first, or?
No, it's just from 3D tours and everything she saw online.
So she didn't really come here?
No, she hasn't been here in person yet.
Will all the furniture that's here stay with the house?
Yes, except for a few things. We're taking the pool table, a big armoire in there, just a few things. In here, no, this was re-drywalled over. It's like a mix. In here, there's regular plaster. That's not original. I did that. Made it look like it's the real original tin. Instead of just doing the normal drywall, we thought it added more character. All original floors under a bunch of carpet. Yeah. This was actually where we're standing was one of the apartment kitchens. So this was linoleum, wallpaper, cabinets, all of that that we had to tear out. And in fact, the entry to this apartment was right here, so we had to have this trim remade and put in. This was a door. And through here is the master bath. And on these old houses, everything was a Jack and Jill. You can start in one room and walk through each room for air circulation. He kept as much original as possible. My wife picked out the light fixtures. I love this chair. But yeah, the tile.
We have that now.
Yeah, that's original toilet paper. That's cool.
What was your comment about the light?
My wife picked that out. I like it.
That's not original.
That's not original. Everything that's not, she tried to make look like it would have been.
Okay.
Me neither. Yeah, it's so unique.
Now, that was some of your wife found?
Did you have to tear out some of the bathrooms?
Yeah, downstairs on the third floor were 70s bathrooms. This is most original, but we just updated, painted.
The bathrooms up there were all...
Yeah, these two bathrooms are how they were when we bought them. They tore out what used to be there. I'm assuming there used to be a clawfoot or something here, because that's all newer. And you'll see in the other bathroom, it's such a unique tub, like one I've never seen. But they tore out a bunch of the subway tiles, put a newer surround, which kills me. You'll see that.
Because I was wondering how you get the house, with all the rental property, how many bathrooms they must have had then.
Oh yeah. Well, I think there's 5 total. There's 4 here and 1 there, so we didn't add any bathrooms.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So it's the same count. This is the guest room. Some of this closet was added in the 50s. Has some cool drawers and pullouts. Another good sized closet. And we did the same ceiling in here. You did a great job. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Isn't it terrific? You see Mike Baker's house.
Yeah, he's never going to get it.
He's not budgeting on it either.
Oh, yeah, well, he's not going to get it. It's just
If I ever go shallow enough, I think about it.
I'm also charged for 150. You have to look at the courthouse.
Oh, really?
He has done, what he has done is bad.
Oh, I know. I know. And this is the sitting area off this bedroom.
Wow, terrific couch.
Isn't that? And this used to be a kitchen, another kitchen for the other apartment.
When it was apartments, yeah.
That's a ton of work. all the painting, and then just.
And I mean, your wife does an awesome job on decorating the picture.
Yes,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's what everybody has gone on and on.
She's beautiful.
This is one of our daughter's bedrooms. This is the bathroom. This is all original except where they tore this used to go all the way across.
The subway tile. Uh-huh.
Yeah, but look, I've never seen a tub like that before. The scroll work on front.
Comes out of there and
Yeah.
then you turn it on and wow. That's different.
It's deep too.
And that's original.
That's original.
Look at that.
And another old toilet paper holder.
Yeah.
That's original back here.
It's been a mix. Some work, some it made it look like it was original.
Yeah.
I'm kind of liberty to say.
I thought it was 750.
It was listed for $750, but we got 6 offers and we sold it for quite a bit higher. Oh, thank you so much. After it sells, then I can say how much, but it's it's a conflict because I'm also the realtor.
That's okay.
So.
It's okay.
It's beautiful.
I couldn't keep up with you.
Yeah. I don't remember how to turn this off, so make sure.
Yeah, I'm gonna stick with you now.
Yeah,
I'm
okay.
keeping up with you.
I love the sound.
And is there a third floor?
And, yeah, the third floor.
Oh, I see. Here we go. Okay.
Hey, you could be getting the floor too. Yeah.
So is this one of those fire things?
Yeah,
too?
another fire hose protection right there.
That's pretty nice.
And then there's, on the third floor servants' quarters, there's 5 bedrooms and another bathroom. This used to be another apartment.
Around the time this was built, the Stifle, what's now the Stifle Fine Arts Center, was built, and they were very, very conscious of fire at that time. To make things as
9 in here, 3 in the carriage house.
And all this, what is, or is that just storage?
Yeah, it's all storage. And this room used to be the kitchen for the apartment up here.
Fire hose. What was this in here?
This was the kitchen. But the closets up here are even bigger than downstairs.
well, the servants would have had to have the proper clothing as well.
And we just had these floors refinished this year. They're beautiful. There's a mix of linoleum and carpet. And these balconies are beautiful. I stand out here. My studio is in the 3rd floor. We stand out there.
Oh, how beautiful.
Look at the view.
My children even used to sit on the road and warm up in the morning, waiting for school.
What a view.
Beautiful.
It is amazing a house this age that has closets as big as they are. Yes, these are pine, right, these are pine floors, but even up here, look at the closet space. Yeah.
Wonderful. And all those things still work too. That's
Yeah,
awesome.
yeah.
Back in the day. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
I'm waiting
Oh,
on her.
Okay.
let me finish this. I wasn't here.
What do you do for air conditioning?
We just did window units in the bedrooms. If you open, especially up here and downstairs, you get cross ventilation. Yeah, we went 12 years with just window ACs in the bedrooms.
Wow.
So we're fine. Yeah, we didn't want to put in ductwork or anything like that.
Did you go on? So you put your work
The elevator comes.
there, but you know what
All
your
four
house
doors.
is going to
I hope it's okay. Nobody's.
Nobody's stuck in there, let's hope.
Original built-in cedar chest. Yeah, the heat works well.
Yeah.
This bathroom was a 70s bathroom. This is all redone. New marble hex tile. Cloud for it. I love these lights last windows.
So since everyone moved out, you guys don't even come up here when you were living here, did you?
Oh no, I my studio and office was at that corner, so I had to be the only one up here, which is kind of nice. Nice and peaceful. But yeah, our oldest daughter and granddaughter and her husband lived up here for a while. And then 2 more bedrooms.
I like the triangle.
Isn't that cool? Yeah. They didn't waste any space in this house. And even the radiators. Yeah. Very difficult. Yeah. It's not like we got to live like this whole time. This whole time we're working on it.
Yeah.
Do you know how many help they had by chance?
I don't know exactly how many.
Might be able to look at census records and see, yeah.
1920.
1920 census records should show.
Yeah, let me do that for you. Yeah, that's not a problem. She's on the first floor?
He is on the first floor.
Yeah, that's fine.
I wanted to ask you, is this steam heat throughout the house?
Yes.
It's nice
All
then,
steam.
huh?
Yeah, I love
Gas?
steam. Yeah,
Gas.
natural gas, steam
Very
boiler.
nice.
And the carriage house has a new heat pump, so that's central heating.
It's even nice up here for the double.
I'll help them with the elevator.
Okay.
We'll go across to the carriage house.
Yeah, we'd like to see the basement
Oh,
too.
the basement. Yeah, we did the basement then the
Want
carriage.
me to just take her to the I was in the basement. I can't tell you what everything was, but
Do we want that as part of the video? Let's go to the carriage house and then we'll stop because we're already at like 40. Yeah,
Oh,
40 minutes.
yeah,
Stay out of the road.
yeah.
How many rooms?
20 rooms in the main house, 9 bedrooms, 4 baths, 9 fireplaces. And the carriage house has 3 bedroom, 1 bath.
Oh, you guys are there with the other way. 10 bedrooms upstairs. At least if I fall, I've got some bushes.
John, you said your studio was upstairs. Are you an artist? Is
Yeah,
that?
yeah. Some of the artwork in the foyer and the parlor that we were in, I painted.
Oh, I'd like to see which is which, yes.
Did you ever have a show or anything?
Not here. I've had some in other places. And I have my worker's license, and they do prints and calendars, blankets, all kinds of stuff. Oh yeah, here's the elevator.
It's really cool there.
So I mean, down to the first floor. I'm going to take this down to the first floor, but you can see.
I'm walking to the first floor.
I'll go with you.
I'll meet you.
Okay.
Take a ride in the. Sure. I think it's a 3-person limit. Real hard because the carpet. There you go.
This is cool.
Oops.
Whoop.
That's the light.
Yeah.
This broke down about 5 years ago while I was in it, and I had to climb out the escape hatch
Oh my.
to get out and then down the ladder. That's what those ladders are next to the elevator. And, yeah, we just had it all rebuilt. There we
The
go.
wheelchair's on 2.
Oh, I just came from there.
I know.
I'll let you go back
I'll
up.
let you guys go. How'd they get up there?
He can walk sort of. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Okay. I'll go back up with
Want to go
you.
back up with me? Or?
Are you coming
Joanne?
back
I'll
down?
walk back up.
Okay. I'll walk up. Go ahead.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
He's going up to get him.
He's coming.
on 2.
He thought you were going to be here, so. Hey, how are you? Good to see you too.
Just gonna change the hinges, it'll be fine.
Hello.
Hey y'all, my fiance is coming out of the
No, he's gonna
Okay.
get him.
We're going to get. We need to put a wheelchair person in here. So if you can back up, where is he?
He's on the first floor.
No, he's on the second floor. We just saw him.
He's on the
We saw a wheelchair on the second floor.
Jesus Christ, where'd he get to then?
I don't know. Here, let me go look. Go to the top of the main stairway.
Is the wheelchair there? He's right here. He's right here. Okay. Victor, you want to ride the elevator? By yourself? Okay, well, come on here and we'll. That's all right. Here we go. We're not a problem. Not a problem. Do you want to go up or down?
I want to see this room first.
Okay.
Oh, he's not done with 2.
Oh,
He's not done with the second floor, John.
okay, so here you say is the emergency ladder if
Yeah,
you need.
so I had to open that up and climb down. But it's neat having that, so we can always get out this way or that way.
Well, that's handy.
Yeah, if you get stuck between floors, you can climb out the escape hatch and then down here. That's only happened once. We just had the motor rebuilt.
Right, I heard that. Where's the master bedroom? Which one?
That's the master bedroom right there. That's the whole suite. There's the sitting room and dressing room on top of it.
You're going to have to wait.
Yeah, after.
Okay, where are we going? Basement?
Let's do carriage house and then
All
yeah.
right, we got to go down.
Okay. All right. Can you tell Victor that we'll be back in a few minutes?
Okay.
How about that? Let's go do the carriage house real quick and then come back for him.
Okay.
He apparently got up here on his own.
Yeah.
So. Hello.
We might want to go down the main stairway.
Yeah. Should we go down the other stairs?
Yeah.
And go, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, just tell him not to do.
If they can wait till I get back for the elevator, that'd be awesome.
Tell him to wait till they get back, the guy in the wheelchair. So they don't.
So, John, tell me, what is your artwork here?
Everything in here I painted except the rhino. And then in the big room, it's all the two kids and then the other animals I painted.
Are you an artist for a living?
Very.
You're an artist for a living?
Very nice.
Yeah. Well, that and a realtor.
Okay.
Okay.
And restoring homes. Oh, thank you so much.
All right. Let's go. Yeah.
We're in between the two. Yeah, we got a bunch of others, so we're paying 2 mortgages. Yeah, because we wanted to get this as staged and clean as possible. Oh, thank you so much.
So that's, I think that way.
Yes, we'll go here.
Joanne, you're close enough, don't answer to any of that.
Nice and peaceful up here.
Yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna miss the most.
What's, you got, how many garages? 3?
3-car garage. And right in here's the, watch your step. This is the original stable.
How long was your Aunt Margaret here?
Oh, wow. I remember this.
This is all original.
Yeah. The whole stall is still here. It's where they let the horses in. This used to be a toilet, you can see. But now it has a buttress. When we bought it, the hillside was pushing the wall in, and so we had these 17 buttresses put in.
Wow.
Is that why those are there? I was wondering.
Yeah.
I have a question. Is the neat furniture for sale for any of it?
No, she's buying it all.
Because I have,
Oh, really? Yeah. We've had so many people ask, but no, the new buyer's buying everything. Except there's a few things that my wife demands them keep.
that's understandable.
Yep. And most of the walls in the house are plaster, is that right?
Yeah, I would say they're 95% flat for the original plaster. Yeah, we wanted to keep as much of that as possible. There's a lot of restoring, a lot of fixing cracks and replastering.
God bless you, John.
Oh, thank you. And here's 3-car garage where they kept the carriage. The water heater. I mean, we did everything new for the apartment.
And I see all the buttresses here to hold back
Yeah.
the hill. Wow.
Were those original or did you?
No, we had those put in.
You had put
Yeah.
those in.
What? What did you have put in?
All the buttresses.
The buttresses.
Yeah.
I think there's 17 of them.
You have to redo the whole walls before you put them in?
No.
Okay.
It was just this, and there's an exterior and interior French drain.
Okay.
Ain't going anywhere now.
Oh, no, it's holding up Forest Hills. And then this is all redone.
Yeah, Mrs. Nutty's here.
Little coat closet. High ceiling and that window. So all new flooring, everything in here.
It is nice.
Mid-century. Yeah, we went with the mid-century vibe in here.
Oh, my brother sees this. That's what he is.
Because this one, I think the apartment was done around that time.
Nice and sunny.
Yeah.
Beautiful. I didn't get that.
You have to love that sink.
Yes.
Bathroom.
Well, that's a baby.
Two of the bedrooms.
That's a baby.
You're saying Sally set up additional trusts for them? Wow.
Hello.
Hello.
I didn't hear you say architect.
Franzheim. Edward Bates Franzheim.
That's what I said, but somebody
Yes.
said no, it wasn't.
No, it was Edward Bates Franzheim. Yeah.
That was what
1911.
Brooks Wigginton said.
Yeah.
This is a grandson
Oh, awesome. Welcome.
who lived here.
Well,
You live here?
I did.
Oh.
And this was servants' quarters when I was here, but yeah, I lived in the house with my grandmother for a few months. in the mid-70s. And it was a fine time. I got to know her better than I otherwise would have.
That's awesome.
I mean, she was just, when I was a grandchild, young, you know, she was just an authoritarian figure who was really, really nice most of the time, but somebody with whom he did not mess.
I bet this brings back a lot of memories.
It does.
Yes.
Yes. And then one of my aunts, my mother's sister, lived in this apartment for a while. So I have been in here before, but I don't have much memory of it.
Uh-huh.
But the big house, I have lots of memories.
Yeah, I'll bet. And you were about how old then?
25.
Oh, okay. So an adult that would remember. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
To know her when I was coming into my adulthood was really, really special.
That's great. And your grandmother was?
Margaret Glass Holloway.
Okay. Okay. All right. Great. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Wheeling Steel.
Yeah, I did open it.
Oh, you did these? Wow.
I saw the one. I saw that. These are his.
I got cards if anybody wants any.
Oh, I do.
Did you see the one at Steubenville? Did you see that one?
I didn't get a chance to.
I love this
I was
picture.
so busy. I
You
couldn't
painted
ever-
that. It's not a.
Is that
Oh,
something my
but
album, art?
it's still
Animals
there,
and
I
art?
think.
Got it?
I want to go see it.
Yeah, take a quick look.
I'm a member. Yeah.
All right.
Right.
Let's go see what he's got.
This is artwork by the current owner, John Wren.
And did you take a picture of that? That one?
Yes.
Oh, yes. She did.
I got it.
Thanks, Jean. Which looks nice.
These are all new.
Wait, that's okay. You're gonna be so happy with this house.
Oh, I think so.
She'd be nuts if she ain't.
Well, I know usually when you see something online, the pictures always look better at the actual house. 99% of the time. Everybody said that this looks better than online, so I think she's going to be even happier than she is now. At least I hope.
John?
Yes.
We will close off the virtual tour now. Again, this is Jean Finstein with Friends of Wheeling, and we are at the Howgait Mansion on Bethany Pike. The current owner, John Wren, has sold the property, probably, and we're looking forward to new owners coming here. So, join us again next tour.